Hi everybody, this is Avasi from 3MLN Coaching. You're about to hear Tom Schreiter talk about goal setting with a difference. Now we hope that you enjoy this training and we wish you a super new year for your business.
Okay, 9 o'clock, so let's get started. This is a training call for Fortune Now members, and this, of course, is Tom Schreiter. And tonight we're going to be talking about goals, right time of the year for goals. And what most people do is set goals, and then it takes usually 1, 2, sometimes even 3 days before we fail at our goals. Health clubs get pretty busy the first week or so, and then people who bought the memberships never go again. We've all set goals and failed to achieve them. So setting goals is easy. That's the easy part. But achieving those goals, that's the hard. So tonight what we're going to learn to do is, number one, how to set goals that we are going to achieve. And then number two, I'm going to show you a special way of using your subconscious mind to get your downline to set in a way that the subconscious mind will assist them instead of fight against them. So let's start now with the first technique. For everybody here on the call, if you were to set goals and consistently achieve them, you'd kind of build your goal-achieving muscles. So tonight we're going to ask you to set a goal, something that's going to be relatively easy to achieve. Now, don't set something as easy as walking to the TV to turn it on, but pick a goal that you'd like to do for the New Year's. Let me give you some suggestions. Instead of saying I want pounds, how about 5 pounds or 10 pounds? Or instead of saying I want to sponsor 50 distributors, I want to make 10 presentations during the first 2 weeks of January. Or instead of saying I want to bring 30 people to the opportunity meeting, how about saying I'm setting a goal to bring 5 people to opportunity meetings for the month of January. Just set a goal that you would like to achieve. Make it easier than just reasonable. Make it easy on yourself so it's not a big stretch. It's not something that's so unbelievable or hard that you're going to give up. It's something you can achieve with a little bit of effort. And as you're getting ready to set this goal, here's a key. Goal that's within your control. Some things are not within your control. For example, it's not within your control to sponsor 10 people. People have free will. They can decide if they want to join or not. But it is within your control to talk to 10 people. It may not be within your control to change the government of the United States, but it is within your control to talk to 20 people about your political party. So let's just take a moment here and set a goal that we would like to achieve. Remember, make sure it's reasonable, within your control, and not very hard, because we're going to start small to build our goal-achieving muscles. So does everybody have a goal? I certainly hope so by now. If you've written it down on the top of the paper, that's step one. That was pretty easy. Now we have 2 more steps to go on this technique. Now most people will do this. They're going to say, if I set a goal and I achieve it, I'm going to give myself a reward. Well, let me see how that would work for me. I set a goal to lose 10 pounds of weight, and my reward is to eat ice cream for the next 6 months. Those donuts are probably going to put the weight back on. Or people say, I'm going to exercise every day, and my reward is going to watch TV marathons for 3 weeks. Rewards sound like they would work, but in reality they don't, and we all know they don't. Because here's what's happening inside of our mind. We set a goal. We say we have this reward if we achieve it, but then we think, I don't really need it that bad. I can get by without it. So when times get tough, We abandon our goal and our efforts toward that goal because the reward, well, we could probably adjust our life and live without that reward. The mistake almost everybody makes in setting goals is they reward themselves for achieving that goal. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do something completely opposite, something that actually works. We're going to penalize ourselves, not reward ourselves, but penalize ourselves for not reaching our goal. Because people will do more to avoid pain, to avoid loss, to avoid fear than they will to gain something. Many examples of that, but we don't have time here tonight because we want to move on to these techniques. But what we're going to do is pick a penalty. So if you don't reach that goal that you set, there's going to be a penalty. Well, what kind of penalty should we choose? We want to choose a penalty that is so draconian, so awful, so disgusting that there's absolutely no way on earth that we're not going to achieve that goal. So for everybody here, that penalty could be something different. Would you like some examples of what other people chose as penalties? Well, let me see. For me, I'm phonophobic. So let's say I set a goal to lose 5 pounds during the month of January. My penalty for not losing 5 pounds would be to do a conference call every day for 30 days. That would be a terrible penalty for me. I would hate that. I'd prefer dental surgery every day for 30 days. But that particular penalty wouldn't work for somebody like Michael Deloy. Michael Deloy, when he wakes up in the morning, he can't wait to be on the phone. So our penalties are going to have to be personal. Let me give you some ideas of what people have chosen for their personal, disgusting penalties. Some people say, well, work overtime at my job for 1 hour every day for a month for free if I don't reach my goal, and I hate my job. Somebody else would say, I will give $500 to my ex-spouse who I hate. And that was so motivating, and they made sure they would reach their goal so they didn't have to pay that penalty. Other people say, I will wash my neighbor's car every day for a week because I hate my neighbor so much because her dog barks all night and I can't stay up. For them, that's a pretty disgusting penalty. Some people say, I'll wear a funny costume up and down our street if I don't reach my goal. And other people say, I'll wear no costume up and down the street. Some people say, I won't have my nails manicured for a whole month. When I heard that, I'm thinking, well, that's not so bad. But for the person who said it, it was terrible. One person says, I won't take a shower for a whole month. Everybody in the room said, oh, man, please, please, make your goal. One lady said, I would eat a cockroach. But the guy sitting next to her says, well, that. So you have to personalize, find something. It could be give up smoking as your penalty, or no glass of red wine for a month. You want to pick a penalty that is so awful, so disgusting, turns your stomach so much, is so bad that it's going to motivate you to stay in action to reach your goal. Because let's say you choose to lose weight. You're going to say, oh, man, if I don't lose weight, I'm going to have to give $500 to my ex-spouse. And all of a sudden, that extra piece of cake doesn't look so good. It's the penalty, not the reward, that's going to motivate us. So for everybody here in the call, write down step 2, which is your penalty if you don't reach your goal. And make sure it's disgusting, something that you wouldn't want to do. So let's take about 15 seconds, write down your penalty.